What's the #1 scam in the psychic industry?
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Palmatier, a full-time professional psychic medium who's channeling white light towards a better world. Unfortunately, just like politicians and people who sell used cars, the psychic industry has a bit of a reputation problem. And sadly, much of that is well deserved because there have been multiple counts of fraud perpetuated by people claiming to be psychic. So today I'm going to talk about the #1 fraud that happens in the psychic industry, but I intend to provide other videos in the future with things to be aware of. So the #1 fraud is when a psychic tells you that you have a curse and that they can offer curse removal. So curse removal, that's the big thing to look out for. What happens is you go to see a psychic and all this information comes up about the challenges that you've been going through in your life, and lo and behold, the psychic is happy to provide this service to you where for a fee they will remove the curse. Now, it's not that curses actually don't exist, because they actually can exist, but much of that relies on your perception, your belief in the curse. And in reality, curses are very rare. So for the sake of avoiding scams, let's just assume that curses do not exist. And on a similar note, there are lots of variations on this scam. So if a psychic says to you, you have blocked chakras, you have ancestral trauma, these are all things to look out for. If they bring up some sort of a woo-woo term for a problem that you have and they can solve it for a price, run. Now, a lot of times they will start out with a small price. Oh, I can fix this for you for $20. And then you have to do this, sleep with this note under your pillow and come back to me next Monday. Well, then next Monday they say, oh, it turns out it's much bigger. We're going to have $200. And they will milk their customers over time. So just avoid it completely. The easiest way to do that is to look at the website for any psychic provider you're considering using. Look at their website, look at their published services and their published rates. If they try to sell you anything that's not a published service or a published rate, that's a red flag. I hope this is helpful to you. I will be publishing more stories on things to be aware of. And by the way, for those of you who are going to stop by just because you want to put in the comments that every psychic is a con artist, please do go ahead and make that comment. It's helpful to the algorithm, and I sure admire how clever you are. I hope this is helpful. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. See you next time.